Okay, we're going to do a long-term review on the King 300. This is, in my opinion, probably one of the best all-around stones you can buy. This stone has sharpened probably 60 knives, scissors, chisels, all sorts of stuff, and it gets better every time I use it. I also do a fairly good job of keeping this stone flat. So this is a brand new one. Just want to get some comparisons. A lot of these stones, they show up chipped. They're pretty easy to chip to corners. Doesn't really affect it at all. So brand new stone. Looking at 1.36, and so that's 34.5 millimeters. So this stone, like I said, heavily used and resurfaced and flattened quite often. And we're at about 1.3, which is 33 millimeters. So these stones are going to last you a real long time. So I've maintained this stone for a while with 120 or 150 grit sandpaper. I've also resurfaced it with 60 grit silicon carbide. These stones, it's a hard stone, but it still releases grit pretty well. So whatever you refinish it with doesn't really change how it cuts. What does change is this stone goes from not absorbing water to taking on a little bit of water, and I think it cuts better because of that. So you can see just around the edge it's starting to soak in. I still would say it's a splash and go stone, nothing you need to soak, but it does take just a little bit more water than when it's new. I'm gonna make a couple passes on this VG10, just so you can kind of hear how it cuts, and then I'll try to get some close-up pictures of the finish included in this. Another huge benefit of this stone is it's thick enough you don't need a stone holder. Keeps your hand off the off the table pretty well. So nice amount of slurry builds up pretty quickly, and this just leaves a fantastic finish. That already brought up a burr. This blade is 61 Rockwell, and you can see all that water's pretty much soaked into the stone at this point. None really spilled off the edges. So I'll go ahead and do the other side off camera, keep this video as short as possible, and then we'll see how it cuts. Alright, that pretty much took the same amount of time. Got a nice burr. Just going to do some edge leading strokes. Take care of this burr. if you wanted a one and done stone, this could definitely do it. It's going to last forever. Cuts great, cuts fast. Like I said, this is 61 Rockwell. VG10, it sharpens really well, but this stone has no problem with it. So, there's nothing negative I have to say about this stone, other than the corners get beat up pretty easily. You know, most of that happens in shipping, but it doesn't affect the stone at all. And with how slowly this wears, even when resurfacing it, it could really last a lifetime.